live or a video live, or use something through Restream, or indeed just provide a link to any other platform that you prefer to use. So we're using GoToMeeting now. You can create your own meeting room in GoToMeeting and then use that as the URL for any one of your talks within HeySummit. And whatever you enter there is basically where we'll tell your attendees to go when the time arrives for the talk. And then the final option, as I mentioned before, is kind of pre-recorded. And there you're just sort of providing the video, and then we'll embed that within your talk page. So key question, do you want to deliver it live or pre-recorded? And we have a bunch of different options for you based on that decision.
I love it. Love it. Now, does HeySummit have any built-in features for marketing or promotion that can help the event grow?
We have viral giveaways, which are part of the registration process. So that's all handled. If a speaker provides an offer or a giveaway, that will be promoted on the last stage of the registration process, and we'll encourage people to share the event socially in order to be entered into that giveaway. So that's a nice little viral loop there. We also provide social sharing links that make it really, really easy for the speakers and the attendees to share. But in combination with that, we also pre-generate promo graphics, both at the event level, so kind of like a generic event one, but is specific to you. It has your title, has a couple of your speaker photos on there and everything else. And then we also create graphics on a per speaker level as well. So each speaker gets their own promo graphic created. And that's available for the speakers to download in various different sizes, one for Instagram, one for Facebook, et cetera, So it's all optimized for those, particular resolutions. And those promo graphics are actually embedded within the source code of the site, so that if anyone anywhere shares any one of your pages, whether it's a talk or the landing page on one of those social networks, the thumbnail graphic will actually be based on one of those pre-generated graphics that we created for you. So you don't have to think about creating all of these optimized, sliced up graphics. We do that for you. And then additionally, you've got an affiliate platform baked into HeySummit that we've built from the ground up. And that basically allows you to either promote your speakers to be affiliates as well, or just invite the general public to become affiliates for your summit. And then, of course, they can go out there and promote it on your behalf as well. Now, obviously, you would only do an affiliate setup if you were looking to charge access to your summit. So there's a revenue aspect there as well. But yeah, we cover those bases, and there'll be many, many more things that we'll be doing further down the line.
So let's say I want to have like regular affiliates at one percentage level, and then I have JVers at another level, and I want to have partners at another level. Is it possible to set up varying levels as far as affiliates go?
Not yet. At the moment, you set a default that can be set by yourself, of course, but it's one figure. So you decide what percentage you want to offer. Soon we will let you do that on a per affiliate level as well.
Awesome. Woo!
Mm-hmm.
For those of you who are listening, I hope you're getting that this is that tool that you've been looking for so that you can put on your webinar. It allows you to have multiple speakers, video built in. You have payment processing built in case you want to charge for your webinar. Your summit. You have marketing built in, promotional tools built in. I have been on the back end of this, and I love it. I was showing it to a friend, and it just blew her mind because she loves doing summit. And she saw the back end, and she just went crazy. So if you have summits that you want to put on, or if this is a business that you actually want to start doing, this is that product you've been looking for. HeySummit really, I believe, it's one of those all-in-one toolkits that you need for building a summit. Okay, that was my spiel about it.
On that point, actually, it's really fascinating seeing what people are actually doing with the platform already. In fact, we have a number of customers who have created businesses based on HeySummit. And what I mean by that is that they are basically creating a routine now or a pattern where they are hosting, on average, say a summit every month, which might seem a lot, but actually when you use a tool like HeySummit, it's nowhere near as much work as it used to be. And they're putting these on once a month and putting together, key experts within whatever field they're focused on, but also putting in sponsors, which we fully host and manage within the platform as well, and charging for it. And so then right off the bat, I mean, I was speaking to someone just yesterday. He's making a minimum of $10,000 a month just by running a summit through HeySummit every month, finding a couple of sponsors for it, and he just does another one each month. And and it's such a powerful tool. There's so many different ways that you can actually generate revenue through summits when you start thinking about, the types of information, the types of content that certain demographics or certain people would be interested in paying for.
I love HeySummit. I love the opportunity to use it for creating summits that I can bring in different speakers, different leaders to share their knowledge with other entrepreneurs. So how can people get their hands on it? I know one of the things I'm going to do is in the show notes, I'm going to have a link that they can click on and get access to an offer that's being done through AppSumo. Can you tell us a little bit about the offer that's being done through AppSumo?
Hopefully, for those listening, you're listening to it before this deal ends, because it does end very soon. But if you're lucky enough to be listening to it before it ends, then definitely check it out. Look in the release notes to get that link. But essentially, we're running on AppSumo at the moment. That's $59 as a single one-off cost, and you get lifetime access to our middle tier, so our professional plan. And with that, you get a slightly different capacity in terms of the attendee count, but you can stack the codes on AppSumo if you want to really boost your attendee count. But essentially, you pay once. You don't need all those extra attendees unless you really think you're going to be growing into them. So for $59, you can get access to our middle tier, and you're ready to go. You can start putting on summits tomorrow.
Wow, that is awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that, because I believe this is a tool that can help people actually grow their business and add another feature onto their services that they can offer their clients. So thank you so much.
Hey, pleasure. And I just want to highlight that it is such a unique opportunity. I forget the platform for a second, just the notion of putting on summits. When you think about it for a second, compared to a webinar, that is generally speaking you putting it on. And therefore, the relationship or the perception that your attendees have when they watch you on the webinar is that, do I fully trust this person? What do I know about this company? What is it telling me? There's very little to be given away when you're putting on a summit, when you're putting on a webinar like that, because it's just you, and therefore you don't get that social proof or anything else. Uniquely with a summit, because you are the person that is bringing together all of those speakers, you are seen as the authority. By extension, you're seen as the authority on whatever the subject matter is that you're talking about. And it delivers an immediate amount of social proof and trust amongst your attendees. And so it's really, forgetting the revenue potential with this as well, if you do charge for it or sell sponsorship plans or whatever it might be, just the fact that it builds your credibility in your space, your authority in the space. That reason alone, it's why I think this is going to be the year of summits. And I see that trend continuing.
Thank you so much for sharing that. And I really appreciate you taking the time to speak with me about HeySummit, because HeySummit, I believe, is a tool that entrepreneurs need to look at who are interested in offering ways to do summits, to bring leaders together, to have a way that you can offer something to your clients. Like Ben said, you may want to create this as a tool, an extra service in your business that you offer, and providing opportunities for leaders or providing opportunities for other entrepreneurs to share their knowledge. Thanks again, Ben, for coming today and sharing about HeySummit. I'm so excited to jump in and get started. And do you have anything else you want to share?
No, that's perfect. I've rattled on far too much. It's a habit of mine. But no, I appreciate you having me on. And, I hope those listening have a chance to take advantage of the deal. It's a no-brainer, really. I mean, we don't get all of that money, but it's just knowing that guys can take advantage of a platform like this for such a low one-off cost. Our biggest plan is $259, $149 per month. Hopefully those listening get to take advantage of that AppSumo deal.
I totally hope that people will take advantage of it who are listening to this podcast also. Once again, you've been listening to Pamper My Business podcast, and I'm Kim Beasley, your host.
I'm Geraldine B. Thomas, founder of the 1 Million Women Link Up. The Powerhouse Business Initiative educates aspiring seven-figure women on how to monetize their LinkedIn membership by forging lucrative collaborative marketing partnerships with like-minded business and professional women so they can sell out their events, catapult their book sales, fill up their coaching hours, and more. Visit smartwomenpartner.com to learn more about the 1 Million Women Link Up.
You have been listening to Pamper My Business podcast, and I am your host, Kim Beasley. Join the Pamper My Business community by visiting pampermybusiness.com, where you will find our free training along with our masterclass so that you can continue your learning journey about building your brand online.